To take startups in the space sector to a higher orbit, the Indian Space Research Organization, for the first time in its history, has opened its door for private companies. The revolutionary reform has opened up new avenues for private players in not just space exploration, but in building satellites, sub-assembly electronic components, communication technology material, and much more. ISRO's robust in-space program, along with its future tech and research, is key for the government and industry, as they provide strategic data across a slew of sectors from agriculture, climate, communication, defense, banking, surveillance, and much more. As enterprises, large and small, diversify into the entire space value chain in partnership with the space agency, the country now stands at the cusp of building a global space ecosystem. In line with the same gumption, 2 satellites from the private sector and 1 from the academia will be launched on February 28 of this month from Satish Dhawan Space Center. Let's dive into the development and launch detail of these satellites. The first one is Tamil Nadu-based SpaceKid India's Satish Dhawan satellite. The goal of the satellite is to study space radiation and demonstrate the indigenously designed and developed nanosatellite components. The satellite is scheduled to be launched by ISRO's PSLV C-51 rocket at the end of this month. The next one is Bangalore-based space tech startup Pixel satellite, namely Anand. The satellite will be an advanced Earth observation satellite. The private satellite company plans to have its constellation of 30 small Earth observation satellites up by the end of 2022. It will be also launched by ISRO's PSLV C-51. Now coming on to the third satellite, which is known as UnitySat, a combination of 3 satellites designed and built as a joint development as a consortium of 3 Indian academic institutes. The satellite is also slated to be launched on 28th February of this month. Furthermore, ISRO is providing its facilities to other space tech startups like Chennai-based Agnikul Cosmos, which is building India's first private small satellite launch vehicle. The space agency will soon begin to provide its high-resolution satellite images to MapMyIndia, an Indian tech company which builds digital maps and offers GIS service. So are these recent development or is there a background? Let's find out. In June 2020, ISRO chairman K. Sivan announced that ISRO will open its lab testing facilities and quality to private companies so they don't have to invest in infrastructure.
These far-reaching reforms will put India in the league of very few countries with an efficient promotional and authorization mechanism for private sector space activities. With Prime Minister's vision and guidance, we will make all efforts so that India transits into new space era wherein our innovative startups and our industries are enabled to play a significant role in the space sector.
In September 2020, the central government set up an independent body, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization in Space, to not only oversee the space activity of the private sector, but also to handhold and share ISRO facilities. Now let us understand why the private sector is important. Opening the space sector for private enterprises will help scale up the benefits from space technology and enable Indian industry to be an important player in the global space economy. The ISRO chairman said that far-reaching reforms in space technology in India will put the country in the league of selective countries. As the part of longer socio-economic reform, the space reforms will improve access to space-based services for Indian development. Coming on to the government's part, the same initiative has been pushed by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman while presenting this year's budget, when she allocated approximately 13,500 crore rupees to the Department of Space in this fiscal year, up by 8% as compared to the last year's budget. The government has really high ambition for space and technology. The PM himself has reiterated in various universities, conferences, and in his monthly radio talk show, Man Ki Baat, about his aim to take the country's space sector to the new heights. Thank you.